Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to talk about a couple things. First of all, we're going to have another meetup in Houston. It's going to be August 31st, and I'm like 95% sure that Com2Us is going to give us some sort of price support for it, but even if they don't, totally cool. I want to have a meetup in Houston and get together again with the people that I met at the last Com2Us, created meetup. So that's the plan. August 31st, that Saturday. We're gonna watch, or at least I want to watch, the SWC America's Cup. That's when it airs. So the meetup timing will be right around America's Cup viewing time. I've got a couple things that I'm gonna give away if Com2Us doesn't do stuff, which is totally fine. These are stickers that I got at the last meetup, so that's something that we can, raffle off or have a tournament or something. But basically, it's just gonna be a hangout. I've been talking to Coral Sword. If you're familiar with Coral Sword, it's a gaming place. They do video games. They have a Twitch stream, and they seem receptive to having us there. They want numbers, so I'm going to try to figure out exactly how many people might show up or be interested. So if you think you could make it to Coral Sword or another location in the Houston area, please say something in this video so I can kind of give them a heads up. Because if it's like, as many people as showed up to the Com2Us one, like 80 or whatever, 90, that's gonna be a very different conversation, as opposed to if it's like 10. So either way, it's fine. But anyway, if you're interested in having a meetup in Houston, 31st of August, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna watch the SWC. We can summon, we can fight, and just hang out and talk shop. So that's the plan. So please, love to see everybody. Please just make sure if you are planning on attending, put something in the comments of this thing so I can give them a heads up of how many people are thinking about. Okay, that was thing number one. I'm excited about it. I've never really run or hosted anything like this before, so if there's something that should be happening that it doesn't sound like is happening from my end, let me know, because I might just not have any idea of what I'm doing. So, might be worth letting me know. I will, if I hear anything from Com2Us, I will let you know. I've been kind of back and forth with Gigi, I think, a little bit. So I'll let you know. I'll post on it or whatever. So you'll have a heads up if anything's going on there. All right. Second, my guild is recruiting. So if you need a guild and you're interested, I'm going to give you the lowdown on what we do. So this is the guild, Kindred Shadow, and we do a lot of different things. We do all the guild content, obviously, but when I'm looking for a guild, I'm looking for how does it function? What are the expectations for me? What am I gonna actually be doing in the guild? And I feel like a lot of times I'll join a guild, or I haven't really switched guilds in probably 3 years, something like that. But in other games or previously, I'd join or I'd look to join and I wouldn't really know how things went until I got there. So I'm gonna just let you know exactly how we do things. And if that sounds like something you want to do or be a part of, then send me or brollyz an invite, a heads up, post in YouTube, whisper me in Twitch, anything like that. And I'll put brollyz line on here because he uses line a lot. I don't really use line, so yeah, that'll be the way to contact us. So they made me this assistant guild guy. I hadn't been for a while, but yeah, so here we go. So here's how we do things. So guild content, guild war. We don't rush. We fight every battle every 12 hours, and they're automatically generated in Central Time. I think the guild wars start around 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. So I usually do one right before I go to bed. The new one starts, and then I do one sometime in the afternoon. So that's how it goes every 12 hours. The last one starts like 3 hours before close, something like that. So it's not like we're cramming them in, but there is a small window for the last battle. So, that's how that works. We don't have any rules about what targets you can hit, like +1, +2, +3, any of that. You can hit whatever you think you can beat. If it's all +3s, hit all +3s. If it's all +0s, hit all +0s, whatever. We do request that you use your attacks. Sometimes you forget one now and again, but if you're in the guild, you're on attack, please attack. That's the expectation. We don't lose on offense. We win every offense. I think in the 3 years I've been here, we've lost maybe twice on offense, maybe. So it's less than once a year that we lose, and it's usually due to non-participation, some random confluence of 3 or 4 people who didn't show up or had other obligations or forgot. So that's how we do. We win every offense. We win decent amounts of defenses. I'd say about half. Not sure. Can we check on that? I don't know. There might be a way to check on it, but you know, we went about half our defenses. We usually finish around G2, I'd say is fair. There was a time where we would G3 pretty much every week, but lately it's been G2. We dip into G1 every once in a while. Probably a handful of times that I can remember. It's usually around G2, G3, and it kind of is just random based on defenses. It might be that our defenses are a little weaker than they've been in the past, or we're just getting hit a lot, or we're not rushing or something, but that's how Guild Wars work. You show up, you're on defense, you're on every offense, there's no rotating or anything like that. Use your attacks, attack whatever you want, try to win. That's how we do Guild Wars. Okay, Guild Siege. That is not Guild Siege. Guild Siege. I guess I can go on the map, right? All right, so here we go. Guild Siege. Hey, look, we lost. Our goal isn't necessarily to win. It's to get as many points as possible so that we get a big payout, while at the same time being okay if we aren't fighting malicious. You know, like a loss keeps us away from malicious, and we just want the income, right? So we've always been G3 in this. We've never not been G3. The fights are sometimes hard. Target selection is up to you. Sometimes we'll mark a base that we feel is particularly important. And we tend to have slow first halves. We don't have a lot of people attacking in the first half. I'm one of them. There's like five or six people that attack in the first half, and then we tend to surge in the second half. Every once in a while we'll just overwhelm in the first half, but that's kind of how it goes. Like this one, we were getting totally stomped in the first half. We were down to like 3 or 4 bases, and yeah, people just surge in the second half. I've kind of gotten used to it. So that's how that goes. Let's see, I guess we can look at past sieges, right? Let's see here. Ranking maybe? No, there's malicious. We avoid them. Well, we kind of intentionally, but we don't hit them very often, or we don't get hit by them very often. Every once in a while we do. Hey, look at me, rank 3. Good job, me. Okay, so here's our past sieges. We lost the last 2, then we won 1, then we got second, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. So that's our last. We're currently ranked 40. Our victory rate is 42%. So that's how we roll. That's Siege. G3 Siege, pretty chill. Yeah, we don't hit like all at once or all at the start. We just kind of do things. All right. Lab is the only other thing that I think is a thing in Guild. We've always gotten double S ever since I've been in the Guild, and Lab has been a thing. We attack towards where the bosses might be. If you find a boss, you attack a boss. Yeah, like there's no real strategy here. Like in theory, there's a best case path in like this area here, right? Like there's the most efficient path to get down there, and usually we'll just sort of organically find it. People just sort of push that way, but if someone goes a little off track, it's no big deal. So that is that's the Guild. If you're interested, like I said, drop a line to brollyz, the Guild leader man, and he will, you know, do whatever he does. You can also leave a comment on YouTube, and then I'll drop a line to him, and then he'll do whatever he does. So anyway, I think, oh, okay, a couple more things that I want to know about a Guild. Why are we recruiting? We had about 3 people leave last week, and I think they all joined the same Guild. I think they're going to like a Brazil Guild or something. Yeah, they're all Brazilian. So I think they wanted to be in a Portuguese Guild or something. So that's why we're recruiting. They were awesome, and we ended up fighting them in Siege and Guild Wars, and so that was kind of fun. The other thing is, what's the Guild culture like? Like, what do you expect in chat? So here's our chat. Somebody talking about lab bosses, a couple polls, talking about our random finishes, people talking about things. You know, we're not like vulgar. We don't like unnecessarily say like crazy mean things about anybody. We don't really trash talk other than just kind of make fun of each other. So that's kind of how it goes. Yeah, we're not super serious, I would say. We're casual, but we like to get rewards. We're not a lot of big spenders. I don't think there's a lot of big spenders in the Guild. People spend a little bit here and there, but you know, like when a Transcendence Pack comes out, it's maybe half buy it. I don't feel like anybody really buys rune packs, but we have a couple people that have like almost all the monsters, so they're big spenders. So that's the nature of our Guild. If you're interested in joining, yeah, do the thing, join the Guild. And yeah, that's it for this video. So Meetup, August 31st. If you're interested in joining my Guild, then do that. All right. I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.